It's officially gloomy, depressing winter when I have no natural light ever, literally. Maybe for 2 hours a day in my filming room. What's up, you guys? It's Erin. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video that I'm really excited to film. It is a dupes video. I've been sitting on quite a few dupes for a while. I just wanted to make sure I had enough, items to talk to you guys about, and I finally feel like I'm there. I have so many things in front of me that I'm really excited about. They're not necessarily drugstore dupes, but just dupes that will definitely save you money and maybe things you already have in your collection so you don't need to double purchase things, if you know what I mean. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you are notified when I upload new videos. We talk all things, beauty, lifestyle, skincare, anything in that realm. So if that's something you're into, definitely stick around for more videos. I would love to have you. So today's all about dupes. I literally have my notebook in front of me with all my notes, and I'm surrounded by products that I'm really excited to talk to you about. I've had like a note in my phone going for some time, just accumulating things that I think could be good dupes and doing my research. And now I think I finally accumulated enough dupes to talk to you about them all. We have some fragrance, skincare, makeup, yeah, all the important things in front of us. We're gonna start with a cleanser dupe, and it is a dupe for the Idole brightening cleanser. So as you can see, I finished a ton of this cleanser. It's a really gentle gel cleanser that doesn't really foam up too much, but it really cleans your skin but does not strip your skin. It has a really light scent to it. It smells like all the Idole stuff does. So this is $34 for 4.2 ounces, and it has a nice glass bottle. When I opened this, it immediately made me think of another cleanser I love, which is from Good Molecules. I'm going to pop up a picture because I finished mine and I think I did recycle it, but it is also in a glass container, and it's called the Rosewater Daily Cleansing Gel. So here's the picture, but that one is $12 for 4 ounces, so basically the same size and less than half the price. That is also a very gentle gel cleanser. It doesn't suds up on the face or strip the face. I recommend that cleanser to so many of my family and friends because it's affordable, it does the job, it's not stripping, but it also cleanses your skin, and it doesn't have any fragrance, where this does have a little bit of fragrance to it. So if you really like the Idole brightening cleanser, I highly recommend you try the Good Molecules gel cleanser, and I actually have an affiliate, not a code, but like a link with them down in my bio. But you don't even need a discount code because everything with them is so inexpensive. The cleanser is $12. So $34 versus $12. Next we have a dupe for a very bougie blush that I just got my hands on. It is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Blush in the shade Fleurtatious. The actual name is Skin Fetish Divine Blush in the shade Fleurtatious. Let me see if I can get this open here. So this, you saw me use in a very recent video where I tried it on, and I kind of realized mid-video that I definitely have a dupe in my collection for this. It's like a nude pink kind of demi-matte blush. When I applied this, it immediately reminded me of my Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Party. Let me just hold them up side by side. Just look at that. I don't have them on right now because I filmed something else with this look, so I apologize about that. But let me just, I'll try to swatch them, but my plan in the future is to do, once I get enough makeup dupes, to maybe do like a side-by-side video if that's something you're interested in, and see if you kind of notice which side is which. But here's Tarte. Obviously not going to swatch like anything major because it's like a matte kind of buildable blush. And then here is Pat McGrath. Doesn't show up quite as much in the camera, but it's there. Can you see how close those are? I would say that the Tarte is a little bit more matte, and the Pat McGrath has a little bit of a soft shimmer to it, but overall the finish on the skin is very similar. And I like the packaging better on the Pat McGrath. Obviously it's a little more sophisticated than the Tarte. The Pat McGrath is $38 and the Tarte is $29, so not a huge price difference. But my point being that if you have this blush, don't make the mistake I did and buy this one, because unless you're like collecting Pat McGrath, you don't really need two of the same, basically the same color blush. I think the Pat McGrath has a tiny bit more of a sheen. It might be a little bit more buildable on the skin, but overall the Tarte formula is the same way. It's very, very buildable, easy to work with formula, and I've loved it for years, so I'm not surprised that I love the Pat McGrath blush. I just wanted you to be aware of the shade similarity. Alternating with makeup and skincare, I have a cleansing balm dupe. So a while back, maybe one of my last empties videos, I talked about the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cleansing Balm. No, Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. And this I used up completely, so I'm very familiar with the formula. This is outrageously priced, okay? It's $64 for 3.5 ounces. I believe I received this through Octoly. I would have never paid $64 for a cleansing balm on my own, maybe on sale. I did really like this cleansing balm. It's like a very kind of like goopy texture, and it kind of is a little more oily instead of that like dry texture that warms up on the skin over time. But I've been trying a lot of Beauty Pie products, and they have skincare as well as makeup, and they sent me their Super Healthy Skin Hot Oil Cleansing Balm. I actually have two of these, but this is the first one I'm working through. You can see I've used about half of this, so I'm also very familiar with this formula. This has a very similar like kind of goopy texture. It's kind of a bad word, but it's true. It's like more of a goopy balm. It's oily when you apply it to your skin. This has not much of a scent. This one has strong kind of citrusy, earthy kind of scent. The only true difference I noticed in application of these two is that this one is called the Hot Oil Cleansing Balm, so it does feel warm as you rub it into your skin, whereas this one does not. But overall, if you like that kind of thicker, oily texture, these both are really the same. This comes in glass packaging, which actually feels a lot nicer than this plastic packaging for $64. As far as the pricing for Beauty Pie goes, that can kind of change depending on, you know, when you buy it, but I think it was under $15 was the member price when I looked at this. So it's like, I don't know, less than a third of the price, like a fourth of the price of the Elemis Balm. Beauty Pie is definitely worth a trial membership if you haven't tried their makeup and skincare. Their stuff is just so high-end for like drugstore prices. Let's talk about some fragrance dupes. Now, in the past year, I've been kind of getting into fragrance and finding fragrances I like for different seasons and whatnot. And I had a couple that I was really into. And then Dossier, if you're not familiar with them, they're a fragrance company that has really, really high quality fragrances, but you don't pay for the branding markup, and they create fragrances that are based off of high-end designer fragrances. And they reached out to me to see if I wanted to try some of their fragrances. So what I did was I picked mostly fragrances they had that were based on ones I already owned and really already loved, so I could know if they were close or dupes. So I have three here that I have been absolutely obsessed with. Let's talk about the one I've been wearing the most lately. So Black Opium is, I got this little mini, I think in a lure box. I took this to Ireland, completely in love with this scent. It's a beautiful kind of musky vanilla scent for fall. Even this little one has, I mean, I maybe went through a third of it in like a 10-day span, but this one is only 0.25 ounces, okay? 1.6 ounces is $104. So quite a pretty penny for that. So I've been wearing Dossier Floriental Vanilla. You can see I've worn quite a bit of this. It literally smells exactly the same. And I really, really love their simple packaging. I love the magnetic closure. I cannot notice a difference with these. If you like YSL Black Opium but are sick of spending the money on it, this Dossier Floriental Vanilla, I can tell you firsthand, is exactly the same. It smells amazing. And the Dossier is 1.7 ounces for $29. Another fragrance I have a tiny one of that I really have been sparing, but this is always in my travel bag. I love this scent. It's Lancôme Idole. This one is $99 for the full 1.7 ounces. Dossier Floral Musk is also $29 for 1.7 ounces. This one as well, I cannot tell a difference. Essentially the same. Oh, I love this scent so much. And now I don't need to spend $100 on the full size. The last Dossier dupe was really a true test because Gucci Bloom is my favorite, absolute favorite warm weather scent for like spring and summer. It's just so fresh and floral. And Floral Honeysuckle from Dossier smells, I would say this one is a little bit different. The other two, I cannot tell a difference. When I first smell this one, it smells maybe a tad more floral, but when it's on me after like a little bit and it warms up to my skin, I cannot tell a difference. It smells exactly like Gucci Bloom, and Gucci Bloom is $108 for 1.6 ounces. This is only the 1 ouncer. That's all I could swing. This one is $39 for 1.7 ounces. So while I really enjoy a designer fragrance, I love the bottle, I love the experience of it, I just don't have the money to always spend $100 on a large designer perfume. And Dossier perfumes are absolutely amazing. All the perfumes that I've received from them that are based on fragrances I know I like, I have been obsessed with. The only ones that I haven't really liked are fragrances that I kind of picked on a whim that I had not smelled the original, but that's kind of a me issue because I struggle to pick fragrances without smelling them first. But yeah, Dossier is no joke. Their scents are amazing and affordable. Let's talk an eyeshadow dupe. A couple months ago, I picked up the Roen 1111 palette. As you can see, it's really, really pretty. I don't know if I've done a YouTube video on this, but I know I applied it on my Instagram stories. This little tiny quad for 4 shades, let me just focus it there, is $48. Well, the packaging on this is very luxe. $48 for 4 shades. I don't know if I would ever spend that. I got this for, I want to say like $11 or $15, something very, very cheap at a BoxyCharm pop-up sale. These shadows are very unique in texture. They're kind of wet and almost moussey jelly feeling on the eyes. They're very, very beautiful, but they do crease. You do have to be careful how you apply these. You have to put them on with a primer in thin layers, or if you put on too much, they definitely will crease. And even when I'm careful, they do crease on me, and I have to kind of pat out the creases, and it works fine. I still do really enjoy this palette. Would I have paid full price? No, but I do enjoy it. I think I have less creasing than other people I know who have tried it. But it immediately made me think of the J. Cat Beauty Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousses. Yeah, Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousse. There's a really long name. So I was just looking at the shades I had, and literally the 3 shades I just happen to own are so similar to the 3. The only one I don't really have a dupe for is this right here. These don't have shade names, but this is like the more gray toned shade. Now, this is $48. These are $5.99 without being on a sale at Ulta. So let me just show you what I'm talking about, how similar they are. Okay, so let's start with this orangey shade here. This is the one that kind of made me think of this. So that is the Roen shadow, okay? Really, really pretty. But definitely feels wet and moussey on your fingers. This is the shade Frosty Foil from J-Cat. This is probably my favorite. Are they exact dupes? No. But they're just as metallic. And they also have that unique kind of moussey formula. Can you see? They are kind of similar. Let's move on to the one that's really not close is the pink shade. So here is the pink kind of rosy shade from Roen. Really pretty. Now let's swatch the J-Cat one. These ones are the ones that are really not that close. But I figured I'd show you because if you want the same effect, it's a lot less risk to pay $5.99 or less. And then last we have this really metallic glittery topper shade, which is kind of the star of the palette. Okay, that's probably my favorite shade. Of course, it's really pretty. And this is the J-Cat Shadow and Frosty Foil. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this one is called Rose Pose, the pink one. I want to show you in real time if I can. Okay, look at that. They're so similar. Actually, the J-Cat one is a little more intense, but just look at those shadows. I'm proud of myself for finding this dupe. So yeah, these shadows are really pretty. Is the packaging more sophisticated and bougie and fun? Yes. But if you're looking to get the experience of this really unique kind of gel moussey eyeshadow, I highly recommend you try these J-Cat Prismetal eyeshadows. They're some of my favorite single shadows that I discovered in 2021 and I absolutely love them. I will list the shades down in the comments if you are interested. I also did look up a shade that would be kind of similar to the silver gunmetal shade in the Roen palette, and it would probably be the shade Chrome Crusher from J-Cat. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have glitter on my hands for the rest of this video. I have a dupe for the infamous Brazilian Bum Cream from Ysl de Janeiro. There's so much hype around this body cream, and I gave into the hype when I was first in the beauty space on my Instagram account. This is just a small one that I received in like a beauty box of some sort. The Ysl de Janeiro Bum Cream is nice. I am obsessed with the smell. It's a beautiful body lotion, but it is $45 for 8.1 ounces. $45 for 8.1 ounces. This smells amazing. Oh, it has like a really creamy texture. I'm just obsessed with the smell. It's like intoxicating. I went through an entire body mist with the same smell, but I cannot pay $45. $45 for a body lotion? No. My dupe for you is from Sugar Rush. It is the Cake Butter Whipped Body Butter. I heard that this smelled really similar, so I picked it up when it was half off at one of the last Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sales. Sorry, I almost dropped it there. This, oh, it smells so similar. They've since changed the packaging to be like a yellow packaging, which maybe they did that on purpose because it's supposed to be alike. But the smell is like so close that it's just as delicious for me that I don't need to buy this or even try to buy this on sale. The Sugar Rush is $28 for 10.5 ounces, and again $45 for 8 ounces for the Ysl de Janeiro. And I got this for I think $22 because it was half off, and Tarte stuff goes on sale a lot more and for a lot bigger discount than Ysl de Janeiro does, so you're just going to get a better deal with this. Oh, this smells amazing as well. I'm obsessed. I will definitely pick up another when this is gone. As you can see, this is almost gone, and the only reason I didn't use it up is for the purpose of this video. I wanted to show you guys the texture. This one is a little bit lighter in texture. It's a little bit more gel body cream, like a whipped body cream. This one is a little bit thicker, but to be honest, I do not use this because it gives amazing moisture. They both give really nice moisture, but they're not the most moisturizing body creams you're ever going to use. I use this because it smells amazing, and this smells just as amazing. So if you want to get that experience, definitely try the Sugar Rush Cake Butter Whipped, what is this called? Cake Butter Whipped Body Butter. To end the video, I have two dupes for some of my favorite lipsticks that I own. I was sent my first ever Urban Decay PR package this fall, and I fell in love with the shade What's Your Sign, which is a beautiful, now I have glitter all over my hands, let's do here, which is a beautiful pinky nude. Okay, so here is What's Your Sign from Urban Decay. It is their matte formula. It's just the perfect nude that's not too pinky mauve like I usually pick for myself. And then the other day I wore this lipstick from Milani. It's the shade Naturally Chic. I've had this one for a long time, but I don't reach for it often. But I was like, you know what? This reminds me of my favorite lipstick from Urban Decay. It's not an exact dupe, but on the lips it's very similar. It's a little bit more shiny and maybe a little bit more rusty in tone than the Urban Decay, but like overall the shade is very, very, very similar. And if you want something a little bit, actually this is about a fourth of the price. The Urban Decay is $19 and this is $5.99 full price at Ulta. Obviously you can use coupons. So if you want to get kind of a glimpse of what my favorite lipstick is, then you could try the Milani in Naturally Chic, because, I mean, come on. Pretty dang similar. And then the other dupe I have is for YSL. I have been trying so hard to find an exact dupe for the YSL lipsticks, the Rouge Volupte Shine lipstick. So these are their shiny lipsticks. I have two shades of these. This is the shade 44 Nude Laverie. I love these lipsticks because they are just really sheer and they just do something special for your lips. They have enough pigment where you can just wear a liner under them, but they're not too pigmented. They're balmy and hydrating, but they also look like a lipstick. They kind of fill in your lip lines. There's just something really nice about this formula. And then I saw Michaela on TikTok, you know, Makeup Michaela on TikTok, post about these Revlon. This is the Super Lustrous Shine lipstick. Yeah, Revlon Super Lustrous Shine. This is the shade Nude Illuminator. I know they're not exact, but the formula is very, very similar. It's a shiny lipstick that has a little bit of pigment, but not too much. It fills in your lip lines and is balmy. I have had a lot of trouble finding shade matches because the shades for YSL are obviously a lot more sophisticated. There's a lot more shades available than there are in drugstore lipsticks. But if you want the same effect, I mean, they even have the same applicator. I would say that the Revlon is really, really good, but the main difference I noticed is that this applies a lot thinner and you can layer this up. This goes on a little bit thicker right off the bat, but overall it's a shiny, hydrating lipstick and you really don't need to spend, it's $38 for a YSL, and then the Revlon is $9.99. Obviously, sales coupon, you can get it for way cheaper than that. YSL is like 4 times the price. There you have it. Alright, that's it for my first dupes video. I think I found a lot of good dupes in here. I'm really proud of myself for finding things in my collection that really, you know, can save you some money. I didn't go out of my way to buy any of these products for specific dupe videos. They're just things I happened to find, which is my favorite way to find a dupe, just organically. You know what I mean? Except for the Revlon. I guess I did buy that out of curiosity. But if you like this video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments if you would like to see more dupe videos from me in the future. Finding dupes is definitely something I enjoy doing, so I would love to keep doing it for you guys if it's something you want to see. And as always, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the post notification bell before you leave. And we'll see you in my next one. Bye.